So if you watched the other video on the 4 reactions, we talked about what they were, how they show up on your mat, and how they might show up in day-to-day life. And I just want to share a quick little summary on what my personal practice looks like for me to move towards one of the first 3 reactions and hopefully move towards the 4th, which is that acceptance and acknowledgement. So for me, when I'm in that space and I notice that I'm either trying to run away, or I'm trying to change or fix the situation, or I'm suffering and I'm angry about it, and I notice like, okay, this isn't really a cute look, how am I going to move towards acceptance or acknowledgement? First and foremost, it's being mindful and saying, okay, I notice right now that I'm in one of those reactions. I notice that I'm suffering. I notice that I'm running away, or I'm daydreaming, or whatever it is. And then I say, why is it that I find this so uncomfortable? Why do I find this so challenging? Why don't I want to be present and in this moment? And then I kind of think through that and run through it. And depending on what that looks like and the thought process that I go through, I get to a point and I say, okay, what about this can I accept? What about this can I just acknowledge and allow to be here? And then I can say to myself, can I linger here for one more breath? Can I stay here for one more moment? And then I stay for another breath. And I say, what would it look like for me to stay for one more breath? And usually at that point, I forgot about the situation. Like, I don't even know what I was suffering for. I don't even know what was happening. Why was I so uncomfortable? Because I switched my thought process and I stepped out of that discomfort and I came back to right here, right now. I'm okay. And I can stay for one more breath. I can be here for one more moment. And then from there, I can choose how to stay mindful and present each step of the way. And I can keep coming back to me. The situation has remained the same, but how I'm choosing to show up in it is a little bit different. So maybe you can take something out of that, and maybe you can ask yourself, can I linger for one more breath? What would be here if I stayed a moment longer? And what can I accept about this situation? What can I allow? So try that on. If you have any other ways that you want to share, I would love to hear about them.